Hello, everyone. Thank you for attending the EdgeX Challenge Shanghai 2020 and welcome to my home where I'm in lockdown at the moment. My name is Ketih Steele. I'm CEO of IOTech and currently chairman of the EdgeX Technical Steering Committee, although not for much longer. I'm actually stepping down after 3 years in the job to focus more on EdgeX outreach. In fact, Jim White, who you've just heard from, will be taking over my role as chair. As Jim mentioned, it's hard to believe we're in our third year, but the reality is this is only the start. And as we move forward with significant momentum, you've heard the download numbers, you've seen the contributors. We also move to a new phase with the project. That phase is going to be a lot more about user adoption. And this phase we're terming EdgeX 2.0. EdgeX 2.0 will see a lot more focus on user adoption, for example, events like this. Also, for example, a series of monthly webinars where we invite users to come and give their stories about EdgeX adoption. We held the first such webinar a few days ago when we had Accenture, the world's largest systems integrator, come and present their work on using EdgeX on their product called AIP Plus, an AI platform. Indeed, as you go through the next few weeks, I'd really like you to consider, or when you consider EdgeX, don't consider it just in terms of this particular competition. Think about a number of possibilities. I want you to consider how you can use it, of course, but I also want you to think about two other dimensions, which I'm going to come on and talk about in a little while. How can I contribute to EdgeX? How can I participate in the ecosystem? How can I collaborate within the ecosystem? These are things I want you to think about. A lot's going to be talked today and over the next few weeks about EdgeX and about the technology, but please don't ignore one really important thing. And this is probably even just as important as the technology, is the ecosystem that comes behind EdgeX. So with EdgeX, there are literally about 80 or 90 companies as part of LF Edge who essentially will use EdgeX, will collaborate amongst each other and will contribute to the project. And I urge you to think about how you can use this ecosystem or become part of this ecosystem to also do those things. Let me show you how it works in practice. So we've all seen this EdgeX architecture slide. I'm not going to bore you with all of the details, but it is a modern microservices architecture. You can plug and play these components because you have standard APIs, which literally make it very, very easy to sort of take out and use different parts of the project. And that's what people do. People take what they need, they add to it, they add value to it, they develop products for it, they contribute to the ecosystem. And one of those customers that did that was Accenture. Let me show you how that works. So Accenture are not actually part of the formal EdgeX program, but they really liked the product, really liked the project, and they decided to base their AI platform, AIP Plus, around it. And again, I'm not going to go into the architecture. You can listen to Accenture's webinar on that. But essentially, the bits in gray are all of the bits they used from EdgeX. The bits in purple on this slide are the bits that they contributed. Not only that, but they also used the EdgeX ecosystem to support them with their gray bits. So they didn't particularly want to support the infrastructure. They didn't particularly want to develop all of the connectors. So they used another company within the ecosystem, a company called IOTech, my company, to provide the commercial support, provide the commercial platform, provide real-time implementations, but also all of the connectors they needed for that project. And IOTech is part of that ecosystem. We develop a commercial version of EdgeX called EdgeXpert. We also add other IP to the project, which are commercial implementations, but people can use them just the same. So XRT is a real-time implementation of EdgeX written in C, and essentially providing hard real-time capability, i.e. microsecond response times versus milliseconds, also predictable response times, hard real time. We have a range of connectors, plus we also are developing an edge management solution for management of both the applications and the nodes within an edge management system at scale. So this is the way the ecosystem can work for you. You can come in, you can collaborate with other members, you can work on the project, you can work on other LF Edge projects. So the ecosystem is very, very important, and we hope you are able to exploit it. So hopefully, as we enter a new phase of the project, we are delighted to see you all here. Please enjoy the project, but we also want to see you back. If you go on to use EdgeX, please come and tell us about it. Tell us how we can improve. If you add value to EdgeX, reach out to the ecosystem that I've just shown you and collaborate. And lastly, please consider contributing to the project itself. If you can advance EdgeX as an open source project, come and work with us. Finally, I'd also like to thank Melvin Sun of Intel and Gavin Liu of VMware, along with Jim, for organizing this event. They've done a great job. And they've been the focal point in growing the community, the EdgeX community in China, and have helped get this event launched. Good luck, have fun, and enjoy the challenge. Thank you.